Hey guys, what's up guys? I don't know, should I start a YouTube like intro to these thingies, be like, what's up? But this is my second video. Well, second video is probably going to be posted, but I have a third video coming very soon, but it's very different to the two that I've posted. Well, two being one this, one the other one. Because these are both very low-key, like, kind of videos, whereas the one I'm going to post, I think it's over half an hour, and it's edited highly. Well, not highly. I think it's kind of funny. Oh, you can see my growing cans of Coke. It's very, very warm in the UK right now. Well, most people I think are watching from the UK, but shout out if you're not. I think it's reaching like 37 degrees or something. I might actually only be in London, I don't know. But it gets pretty warm. So yeah, if you can hear my fan going, that's why. Moving on to the topic of today's video, because I do actually have a topic. This isn't just an insufficient ramble. This is hopefully a sufficient one. Perhaps even an exceeding. No, I'm not gonna put those expectations there until. But I've written a list here. When I was writing this list, I realised I actually don't know anything about human beings. But this is my list of things that I just find really cool. Like, if you do these things, then I think you're a cool person. Or, like, I think that I like you. Well, not like, in a, like, because you know what I mean. But I just like you as a person if you do these things. So, the number one thing I said is having loads and loads of interests. I think, well, not loads and loads, but having genuine, real interests. I think that's, like, the reason that LARPing exists, though. Like, LARPing, poser. Like, that whole thing exists because everyone unanimously agrees that it is cool to have interests, I think. But they just don't want to spend the time, like, actually doing them. But I think people who genuinely spend time, like, even if it's, like, really, really, really niche, like, town planning, or, like, I don't know, festivals, but not going to festivals, but, like, setting up festivals and fundraisers and things like that. Like, even if that is your interest and it's not like Sonic or whatever the cool interests are, I still think that's cool because it's like, my thing is, if you have genuine interests in things and they're like really, 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 really well, like you just really care about these things, then you're never truly like bored, or you're never truly out of anything. Because it's like you have all of this stuff that you can refer back on, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like I've gone through phases where I've been like, I hate everything and I've got no interest in anything at all. And then it gets so, when you're not out and you're not doing things with other people and you're like, yeah, maybe I'm an extrovert, I don't know. I don't think I am, really. But it's just, I like interests, guys. This is a very, very surface level video. That's one thing you'll learn about this video, is I am not getting into anything deep and meaningful right now. My second thing is, I've written liking in tandem. This is perhaps more obscure, and I think people will disagree with me on this, but something I really, really, really like is when people are like, oh my god, that's so you. Like, I feel like that around other people. Like, I love when I get to say that to another person. Like, I love, like, I don't know how to describe it, but, like, when, like, you ask for someone's favourite, like, Studio Ghibli film, because my favourite's Cast in the Sky, but I don't think that's an immediate, like, people be like, ooh, that's a bit different. But if I was to, like, I don't know, if you had, like, some really cool, interesting girl, and she said, and you asked her for her favourite Ghibli film, and she was like, oh, my favourite Ghibli film, I don't know, I like, cut this out. Oh, I love like Nausicaa Valley of the Wind or something like that. And it's like, I don't know, she just gives that vibe. I'm assuming she. These could be a boy, these could be non-binary. I don't know. But like, just I think that's so cool. Like if you're like friends with someone and you're like, their vibe is so, that's so, but they're like so, that makes so much sense. I like when things make sense. Maybe that's toxic, actually. Maybe I shouldn't admit that online. Because obviously, if it is like a crazy, outlandish pick, like if someone's like, oh, my favourite's Grave of the Fireflies, and you're like that's equally like funny and kind of cool to be honest. But like, there's just something about when someone's like, oh, my favorite's Ponyo, and it's like, it just all clicks, and you're like, that makes so much sense for who you are as a person. Like, I really enjoy it. Like, another one, like, say, like, Sims 4 packs. Not like I'm biased or anything. Or like Sims games. Like, my favourite Sims game is The Sims 3, and I really love The Sims Medieval. And I feel like, I don't know, I just love it when, like, you're asking, like, oh, like, favourite Sims something, and they're like, oh, you know, I love Twinburg, and you're like The Sims 3 world, and you're just like, oh my god, like, that makes so much sense, like, you liking, like, Twinbrook and, like, those, like, mystery twins and, like, the, like, you know, like, the ghost girls and stuff and the graves. I don't know if I thought that was cool, and it's just, like, when it's, like, it just matches up with who they are as a person. I've spent a very long time on this point now, but I just think it's cool. My third thing is being unbothered. Again, as I said, this is not very deep. This is very surface level. Being an unbothered person, and this means, and you're gonna see, like, I think, but this kind of ties into my first two, where it's like, I really, really like it when, especially, and this is quite online, I feel, like, you don't get this outside of things, but I like when people are really just honest about, like, who they are and how they feel. Like, that, again, a very, very surface level idea. But, sorry, I got a cold. I really like that, basically. Also, by the way, I'm not nude. I'm wearing this top. It's got, like, a little thingy, and I'm scared that people would genuinely think that I am posting this butt naked, but I'm actually not. And I've got shorts on. As I said, it is hot in England. But yeah, being unbothered, like, have you seen those, like, those posts on, like, Reels or TikTok and stuff, and they're all sort of like, I can't really describe them, but it's like, by the way, if you stop being friends with me, then just know that you're, like, an enemy for life. Or like even ones that aren't like that, like, things where it's like, you know, I'm locking in because no one knew what I was going through when I was 14. Or like, I am the way I am because I don't know, something about those videos really always give me a bit of an ick. Or like, especially the worst ones are the targeted ones, where it's like, when she keeps stalking my profile but she won't say anything. It's like, ugh, like, I don't know. I find that so embarrassing. Like, maybe that's toxic, maybe that's bad vibes for me to say, but just something about it, because it's just like, ugh. Like, just be yourself. I don't know. Stop vague posting. I don't like vague posting. So something I like in a person is when they don't do that. And I only point this out because I think that I am sometimes slightly like this. Like, I don't know, what's the word? Sometimes I slightly fall into the trap of doing this. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just I want everyone to know my business, because I actually don't. But I don't know why I do it sometimes. I'll just see something and I'm like, yeah, got him. And it's like, you're really embarrassing, like, stop doing that. So yeah, basically, that's why I like it when people don't do that. What have I written? Being organised but not feeling like you need to lead. Yes, okay. People, this is something I'm very, very bad at. Today, I was late. I was only late by, like, 20 minutes, to be fair. That's still late, I'm sorry. And I had to pay the ice cream tax, where I had to buy everyone ice cream. And I didn't even complain, because I think low-key fair enough. Because I don't know what it is. I'm always, always, always late to things. It's really bad. It's because, okay, what I do, I have to take a bus, like, pretty much well, not everywhere. But, like, when I meet up with my friends, I'm usually taking a bus. And I never, ever consider the bus. Because I've taken a lot of buses in my time. Let me tell you. Like, because so, like, I've taken buses, the longest buses I've taken, I could take, like, 2 hours on a bus. Like, literally, I spend so long on a bus because I've got a free bus pass. Because I was a student once. I spend a lot of time on buses. the bus from where I am to where we usually go, like from me to like town, is literally, I don't count it in my mind. Like in my mind it doesn't exist. And then every time I get on that bus and I'm sat down, I'm like, fuck. That's 20 minutes. That's 20 minutes of my time. And I'm like, oh, because I just don't count it in my mind. And the worst part is when you have to take a bus to get to the second bus, because they never line up right, because your bus will always go before the. This is irrelevant. What I'm trying to say is I just really like it personally when people are organised and just show up on time, because I can't do that, and I'm actually really bad at it. But yeah, that's something I really like. The not being able to lead bit, not feeling like they need to lead, is because I think some, like, people will take what I say about being organised and then, like, they'll deliver me, because this is a delivery service now. I'm ordering my dream person, and this is a specification I need to make, because I don't like people who constantly, well, not that I don't like them, but I don't like this trait in people where they constantly feel like they're, like, you know, they're the mom friend. They're the one who has to get everyone together and do everything. Because it's like, then at that point, it's like, you're kind of, like, you know, you're not all that. That's, okay, that feels mean. That feels like I'm trying to humble someone down. But it's like, I feel like you can, like, other people can take action. Like, everyone has the ability to plan and organise, I feel, somewhat. Like, even me, because I'm a very unorganised person, but, like, if you asked me to plan out, like, a function, I could manage, like, you know? Or, like, just plan out a day, just say we're going here, like, that's not, I don't know. I guess it's, like, I'm okay with following along with people and just doing what other people want to do, but it's, like, so, like, I also, you know, it's not all I want to do. Sometimes I have my own thoughts. I don't know what I'm even saying anymore. But yeah, people who are organised, people who can get things done, do things all the time, but aren't, like, sort of a domineering sort of force. It's like, we must, like, because it's like, no. Sociable. This I really, really, really like. This is my favourite, not my favourite. I haven't got a favourite out of these, but this is something I think is really cool, is when people are genuinely confident and, like, just sociable and can talk to people and just, like talking to people and, like, that, and can just do it. Like, it's so cool. Like, people who, like, you're just, like, walking and they're, like, making friends off the side of the street, because I'm so far removed from that. Like, I'm not a complete, like, social recluse, I wouldn't say. I don't know. I feel like whenever I'm trying to socialise with people, I always get it in my head that I'm, like, the, like, gay, like, evil force of, like, ugh. And, like, it's, like, because then I'm like, well, I wouldn't want to talk to that. I don't know why I've got it in my head that I'm a 6 foot tall, freak, loser, who stinks and picks his nose. Like, that's kind of my own perception of myself. Okay, wow, we're getting deep. That's, like, my own perception of myself, and it's like, well, I wouldn't want to talk to that person, personally. So I just assume that no one else would want to deal with that, and it's like, that's not true. That is actually, like, an actual false that I'm saying. I'm speaking a lie to everyone. I'm speaking a lie to myself. So, yeah, I just like when people are sociable and they can just, like, be there and talk to people, and they don't feel like they have to go in hiding after, and they don't, yeah. I think as well, this is another thing, I didn't even write this down. Did I? I don't know. I really like, something I was talking about this with Amelie, and I think Harriet, maybe, I can't remember. But I think people have a kind of way, people like to characterize themselves a lot. Like, and I think it makes sense, because everyone's trying to figure out who they are, because you're not told this, you're not told who you are, what you do, all this sort of thing. But it's like, I really don't like when, like, people just, like, what I was saying with a mom friend earlier, it's like, I hate when people try and categorize themselves, like, I'm the mom friend, I'm such an awkward loser. No one talks to me, and I just can't speak to anyone. Because when you tell yourself these things, when you tell yourself you're this person, when you tell yourself you're that person, then you become that person. It's like, why don't you tell yourself you're like a brilliant, amazing? Well, okay, then it does get into like, are you really like, you know, like you have to take it a little bit. You have to be a little bit, I guess, more thing. But I think you just need to like not do that and just like be like know who you are and know like truthfully like things that you do that are bad and things that you do that are good, but don't chain yourself to them. I've written this, like, don't cling to ideas of yourself, because it's like I think I do that sometimes, and it's like it's just another way to it's another way to avoid blame, and another way to avoid, because if you're getting told like, can you stop doing this, and you're just like, oh, it's the curse, oh, it's the curse of my life, it's the curse of my whole life, I always do it, and I always get told, and I always try, and it's like, no, you don't though, you don't try. If you're gonna say like, oh, this is just who I am, this is just who I am, this is just who I am, that's not trying, that's like actively the opposite of trying. It's like, I always see it, and when I ever think about it, I always think of Romeo and Juliet, where Romeo is like, I defy you, stars, and obviously that doesn't work out for him, because he's a character in a, like, video game. A video game? Hurrah! He's a character in Shakespeare. Shakespeare's works. Romeo and Juliet. That Bjork poster is so much brighter than all of my other ones. I never noticed that. That's cool. Anyways, as I was saying, it's like, what was I saying? Like, that obviously it doesn't work out for him, but like you're not written by Shakespeare. You're not written by like an evil man with an interest in dramatic irony and like, you know, you're a human being, I think. Maybe hey, I always think about that. Maybe like the world of Shakespeare is actually, maybe we could really shift to Shakespeare. Cool. The world of Shakespeare is the world of Shakespeare. The world of us is real. You don't have to be this person. You can always do your best to at least somewhat change. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of what I wrote. I did a really seamless transition there from one to another, because that was actually the last thing on my list. But yeah, love you guys. Don't forget to smile. No, I'm not going to end it like that. I just wanted to say thanks, guys. There will be more videos coming soon. Longer ones that are more thought out and ready to go. And yeah, much love. Peace. Oh, it's still going. Oops.